In the beginning, there was nothing. Nothing but the silence of an infinite darkness. And then, we were here. Call it a coincidence, the will of God, or a mistake. But we ended up here. And everything that has ever happened led us to where we are now.
Since the beginning of times, humans have always wondered and asked questions. That is what led us to evolve. From questioning how are we alive to wondering why the sky is blue. Humans have asked millions of questions and have imagined billions of answers. Thanks to science and investigation, and at least for now, many of these questions have found their answers. But still, there are questions that even science has not been able to answer. Questions regarding existence being the most difficult to answer. The question of why are we alive? The question of why are we alive being the biggest and most intriguing of them all.
Do we have a soul? Does afterlife exist? Is there really heaven and hell? Do we have a purpose in life? What are we supposed to do while we are alive? Why should we do anything? What determines if we're alive or not? Who or what decides if we live or die? Why do we live?
Why do we live? To fulfill a purpose? God wanted us to live? To prove ourselves worthy of being happy in the afterlife? To serve others? We are just a biological coincidence. To help others have a better life? To make a change in the world? To be happy? To try?
Millions of people have wondered about this question. Billions of answers have been given. But still, no one is sure there is actually a correct answer. Or maybe they are all correct.
As humans, we need to have a purpose or a goal for everything. Not many people do things just because. They hope to get somewhere or win something, at least knowledge. So this is why knowing what we live is important. If we do not know the answer to this question, or at least pretend we know, then we cannot have a goal. And without a goal, we are doomed to ramble around for our whole lives. Walking and walking, not getting anywhere.
The sequence of physical and mental experiences that make up the existence of an individual. This might be the best definition of life, at least regarding humans. We may live from the moment we're conceived, but we're not truly alive but until we feel the rush and passion of trying.
They say there are two important days in our lives. The day you were born and the day you discover why you were born. Every person has a different perspective. Some people get lost in their own lives and they end up forgetting the purpose of their actions. Others simply give up, trying to have the ideal life, or at least the life everyone expects them to have. But who can determine if you had a great life? Who can say that you did everything the way you're supposed to? If we live for a reason, what happens if you do not follow this reason?
This is why this question is so difficult to answer. It just creates other very complicated questions. Also, we have to consider everyone has different beliefs and ways of thinking. Giving an answer that could be accepted by everyone would be nearly impossible. Even if around 51% of the world believes in a God and heaven, none of the three most common theories of why we live have to do with Him. These three theories are: The earth is an experiment. The earth is a challenge. And the earth is a game.
The question of why we are alive might just be the oldest question of them all. It could be seen as the mother of all other questions. If we were not alive, then not a single question would be asked. But no matter its importance, it still remains unanswered. We have made it clear that this is not because people have not tried to answer it, but because that is above us all. However, the question still remains: why do we live?